everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. This is episode 10. Last time we went through the Fallow Mire. We carried the Olympic torch of Veilfire all the way through to the end. There was a couple of interruptions along the way, but we got there. The Olympic torch run of Fallow Mire in the 41st year of the Dragon Age has been completed, and we are now back at base. We're going to summon our War Council because we need to check on the results of our timed missions, and then we can get back out there into the field. So we've got locations to check out, we've got main quests to do, we've got mages to visit. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do, and I'm very excited to get into it today. So let's take a look, shall we? Let's open up our beautiful map. Oh, we even have some new missions here, I guess, based on the fact that we've completed some.
There's nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
Okay. For Eldon, let's see. Alright, these are our reports that are ready. Let's take a look at an offer from the Blades of Hessarian. Your worship, I trust these goods will serve you or your Inquisition. We remain at your service. Ivor of the Blades. We got some gold, we got some influence, we got some Griffin mail. There you go. Secure a route through the Frostbacks. Inquisitor, we have begun sending soldiers along the road from the Fallow Mire. I would like to pass on their considerable gratitude for being spared treks across the Frostbacks. Our healers seem happier as well. Commander Cullen. We got an enhanced belt of the Winter Pact. And then the secrets of Andraste. Interestingly, the runes are Alamari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. Or is it just graffiti? It's Alamari graffiti. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern coast. Most curious. I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. An island off the northern coast. Okay. We got some gold. Like this island? Oh, what do you mean? Alamar? It's like literally right there. It's on the map. It's right there. There it is. Use your eyeballs, Leliana. You're like, Alamari. Maybe Alamar. Leliana will get there. We'll give her some time. She's over the other side of the table. She's on the Orlais side, so she's not looking over here. Maybe she'll waltz over here at some point and go, oh, right. That makes sense. All right, we've got Upon the Waking Sea. This is the wrong island, guys. The Alamari runes found in the mountain passages outside Haven have finally given up more of their secrets, pointing to one of the larger islands off the northern coast of Ferelden. The island is quite large and covered in dense wilderness, so searching it will be an involved process. According to the runes, however, there should be some connection to the original disciples of Andraste and the Guardian of the Sacred Ashes. So apparently, they're looking at these islands. Guys, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. It's this one, I promise you. But we'll see what they have to do over here. That's fine. This requires stealth, a few skilled agents given enough time to quietly search the islands. Josephine says, I know of a few adventurers trustworthy enough to send to the islands, let them search and report back to us. And Cullen, as soon as we show interest in the area, others will follow, so let's go in force and occupy the islands. Yeah, colonizer Cullen. Good job, sir. He's got no subtlety, that one. Okay, so Upon the Waking Sea, and then in Orlais, we've got strange chalk markings. Excerpts from Rector's reports. Do you know this sign? A triangle, point down, two wavy lines through it. A lookout spotted it in chalk on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Argent thinks she saw the symbol, or something very like it, scrawled in a ledger that belonged to the Comtesse de Bayard. A sweep was done as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know. Okay. Liliana says, what about a decoy outpost set up near a trade route and watched carefully? If someone decides to take out their piece of chalk, we'll have them. And Josephine says, I could follow up on Argent's lead. The Comtesse de Bayard is reclusive and has remained steadfastly neutral in all matters, but I'm certain I can find some way to gain her cooperation. Okay. I really like Leliana for a lot of options. That's kind of the funny thing, is like, Leliana seems to be like, I've got our people who directly do it. Josephine's like, I'll pay other people to do it. And Cullen's like, let's go with my army. And that seems to be sort of the thing. I reckon I want Leliana to keep investigating these runes, I reckon. Decoy outpost. We'll do this. I'm going to do Josephine for the strange chalk markings. Because Cullen is not participating. Because I don't think that... I don't know. Cullen might have a point in regards to having people be here, but then his soldiers are going to get there and be like, I don't know how to read, man. So we're going to have Leliana have her skilled agents to quietly search the island. Whoa, 3 hours. 2 hours. All right, Leliana.
Let's see what we have.
There we go. Let's send them off on their mission. I think the thing that kind of works out for me, which is kind of funny, of sending these people on their missions, because they're timed, it doesn't affect me too much because I'll record an episode like and have a session with the game, and then I'll come back and play the game like later on for the next episode. So because I play it in breaks, the timing doesn't affect me as much as it might for other people who would sit down and have like lengthy play sessions for like hours and hours at a time. So it's kind of interesting when I look at that and go, 3 hours, and I'll go, next time we start an episode, it'll be ready for us to like check it. So it works for us in that way from a Let's Play perspective, which is going to be great. Okay, we've got some stuff. I've got Griffin mail once again. Rogue only. So how does Sarah look in the Griffin mail? It just doesn't really work, does it? Just doesn't really work. For a rogue to be so heavily armored, what does Varric look like in the Griffin mail? Oh man. Ironically, it fits so well because he's got the stupid helmet on at the moment. Oh my god, you can see his eyes through there. I hate that. God, it just feels wrong because I've had him for so long in this armor or in this outfit because Dragon Age 2 that being able to give Varric armor just feels so wrong. I wish that... I don't know if this is even an option, so I'm saying I wish without exploring this, but I wish that there was an option to be like, maybe like transmog, where you can like have their stuff equipped, but then they look like their default appearance. There's probably a mod for that somewhere. There's a mod for everything. But like they could get the stats, but then I don't have to see Varric running around in a full suit of armor, which is kind of hilarious. I'm going to give it to him purely on the fact that he needs more survivability, but it just feels so wrong. Look at this guy. Varric, who are you? You've changed. I continue to obsess over my appearance here. Honestly, this outfit is perfect. I'm going to be so sad to change out of it. I'll be miserable to change out of it. I promise. Look at my little feathery boy. Oh man, it's so funny seeing him with his little hat on.
One life, one death.
I'm so glad that the hats are not on during gameplay. Oh my god. Alright, we're going to leave. We're going to get out of here. We've done our little mission, so we're on the world map. So we explored the Fallow Mire last time. We've got a lot of stuff to do in the hinterlands. I think we still have stuff to do in the Storm Coast. Let's go to the Storm Coast because we can at least pick up some memories of the Grey here for Blackwall. Oh yeah, and that guy, the captain of the Chargers, a Canary warrior known as the Iron Bull, is offering aid for the Inquisition from his mercenary company, the Bull's Chargers. Right, we spoke to that person out the front and they were like, come and see this person. All right, let's go meet this Iron Bull. Let's do that. Iron Bull. Nope, Memories of the Grey. Memories of the Grey. Captain of the Chargers. Okay. And then that's Death over there. Alright. Let's get the meeting out of the way first, shall we? Who would I like? I'll bring you, and I'll bring you. And I guess it would make sense to bring Blackwall because we're picking up the Grey Warden memories. Yes. Blackwall hasn't had a chance to talk with Varric or Solus yet, either. There was only a little bit of dialogue last episode. I definitely have the party banter mod installed and all the mods are working. So hopefully we get some cool dialogue between characters. That would be really nice. Nothing to report. That is music to my ears. Leave me alone. Varric, I just can't look at you anymore. Alright, where are we going? To the captain of the Chargers. Ugh. Why is there showing enemies though? Oh, they're under attack? They are under attack. Let's go help them out. Oh my god, that's a big boy. Look at those horns. That's a big boy. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Can't access my inventory in combat, because of course I can't. Damn it. Oh, so this is going to be our two-handed warrior, so look at this guy. Look at those synchronized swings! There you go. Are we about to acquire another two-handed warrior party member through this guy, or is he going to become an agent? I feel like this is like Vivian's and Sarah's, like, go here, get a new party member. That's awesome, if so.
Chargers! Stand down! Krim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks.
Ooh, hang on. I recognize both of those voices.
So you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you can make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Kanan Jarrus? Is this, oh my god. Hang on a second. What? Really? Interesting. Big boss. I love that. Okay, so he's got the goddamn eye patch. Hang on, Kanan Jarrus. I'm forgetting the name. I hate when I can remember the character and not the voice actor first because it's like right on the tip of my tongue. Freddie Prinze Jr. Is it Freddie Prinze Jr. as this guy? He sounds like Kanan. It sounds the same. And then Creme de la Clem, whatever he just said. That sounds like Jennifer Hale. What is that? That's so cool. Okay, I found her. Oh my god. Okay. You must be Iron Bull. Imagine if this isn't him. He's like, nah, that's my boss. We just look alike.
Iron Bull, I presume.
Yeah, the horns usually give it away.
Please tell me that this is a new party member.
I assume you remember Cremisius Aclasi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Hale combo. That's amazing. What the fuck? I love the design on the eye patch. That's so cool.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
Oh, do you hear that hum? Is that just me? Oh. Suddenly it all makes sense. That's why. Hang on a minute. Is this also correct? Mass Effect 3. God damn. James is also Freddie Prinze. Yeah, fucking hell. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. Does Iron Bull have a pull-ups challenge that I can do? Look at this. This is so strange. This is like a weird alternate universe, right? Where Freddie Prinze Jr. plays a character that I'm actually interested in. Yeah, God. Right. That makes more sense now that they would have Freddie Prinze Jr. because they had him for Mass Effect 3.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better.
Yeah,
and there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
They're a Kunari organization, right? The equivalent of their guards in City Watch.
I'd go closer to spies. But yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're hired. Shake my hand, son. Son of a bitch, you're in. Yes, as soon as I saw him like two-hand swinging that axe, I went, oh no. He's the new two-handed warrior party member, and I've just given that to Blackwall. I did that too early. I think, okay. Amazing. I'm so happy. You know what's really funny is I didn't even identify that it was Jennifer Hale as Krem, but as soon as I hear Freddie Prinze Jr., it triggers it because I'm so used to hearing Jennifer Hale as Femshep and James by Freddie Prinze. So connecting that together was like, wait a minute, I recognize the voice now because I've heard their banter. I've heard them talk before. That's so funny. Sneaky. Usually I recognize Jennifer Hale immediately, but it's thrown me off because she's voicing a supposed assumed to be male character, which is very cool. That's so funny. It's thrown me off guard. We don't want you. Yes, he's a party member. Oh, this is kind of cool. I like that there's like two different attitudes towards having him join. You can be reluctant, but also you can passionately hire him as well. I kind of like that. That's me throwing my pen, sorry. I kind of like that. This is my, this is how I refer to all of my lore. And I point to you and I go, look at this. Amazing. Okay.
You're a Kunari spy and you just told me.
Whatever happened at that conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
I appreciate that.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Qunari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
Shit, guys, can we dye our hair? Hang on, Iron Bull. Wait, hold your horses. I dyed my hair last week. I'm a natural redhead. I'm a natural redhead. I promise. I can fix this. Amazing. This is so good. He's done a little bit of spying on the Inquisition. He's done his research. This is so hilarious. He's also repping the whole Kratos outfit before Kratos was even revealed. Iron Bull did it first, guys. He was doing the shoulder pauldron before Kratos. You're hired, you son of a bitch.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Ooh. Krem with the Tevinter and then the blood magic mention. Iron Bull's got his silly little pants on. Where is he? Dude, that is like, oh my god. I'm frothing at the mouth for this game. Look how beautiful this artwork is. It makes so much sense that he's a little cheeky spy with this little artwork. That makes sense. Look at that. He's a warrior. His character portrait. Oh, I'm right in front of it. Hold on. His character portrait is gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my god. There we go. What a hunk of a man, of a Canary man. I'm a bit conflicted on that, but fucking hell. Okay. Should we go full warrior stack? Hang on. I'll get to know him later. You get out of my party. I've got work to do. So I'm going to bring... I will keep Blackwall in here. Can I respec Blackwall now? It's so funny because like his character artwork is like, look at my shield. And I'm like, psych, you're a two-handed warrior. Sarah's artwork is with a bow. Psych, you're a dual-wielding rogue. I'd be subverting expectations of what these characters are apparently supposed to be doing. Except for Varric, you can't subvert that expectation. He's Bianca through and through. Oh, what a joy, guys. What a joyful start to the episode. It was amazing. Okay. We're gonna go get these Grey Warden memories, and then we're gonna go straight back to Haven, and then we're gonna get to know this guy. Amazing. And then if I can dye my hair at some point, I will. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's fast travel down to where we've got to go. We'll go to the Driftwood Margin Camp, pick these bad boys up, and then back to Haven.
Nothing to report, sir.
I'm trying to think of what to say. It was just kind of like a hilarious encounter there. It was amazing. I do have regrets about specking Blackwall to be a two-handed warrior. Maybe if we'd gone to the Storm Coast first, we wouldn't have made that mistake. But hey, that's what happens when you don't know who's joining your party. That's the fun, exciting part. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh no, he's a two-handed warrior. That's my guy, isn't it? I should have waited. Alright, let's take a look and see what we can find.
Must be something here. Let's look around.
Thank you, Varric. Yeah. And another... I still can't open that chest. We've been in here before. Oh, that makes sense that this would be here, because this is where the letters were.
Good find.
Good find, alright? Blackwall greatly approves. What's going on here? Oh, this wasn't here before. Grey whiskey, right wine, conscription ale. Perhaps local to a handful of Grey Warden companies, these spirits reflect a custom or legend born of utility. Allowed to seize goods to aid their cause, Wardens combine half-full bottles to save space while traveling, never fully emptied or, as with a kettle, cleaned. Each eventually takes on a base flavor as unique as the Warden carrying it. What do we care? Nothing burns like the first cup. Could be fact, could be tribute. It does seem as though the bottles range farther than the namesake Warden could. A bottle marked Vintage, Warden, Riordan, serve yourself. Have we just got confirmation of the Warden that was here with the letters? Is Warden Riordan the one that was writing the letters? Mayhap. Because that's quite interesting if so. Because that's all in the same location. Who knows? That seems likely, unless the Grey Warden was traveling with multiple and one of them was writing in the journal, but considering we've got a name, I guess that's our prime suspect on who was writing those letters. Lovely. This is hilarious. So you can essentially just go to... We could have just waited. With hindsight, with the power of hindsight, we could have just waited.
That the entire dwarven economy relies upon lyrium.
Mostly. We've got the Nug market cornered as well.
And the dwarves of Orzammar have never studied lyrium?
Well, if they have, they certainly haven't shared anything up here. Why?
It is the source of all magic, save that which mages bring themselves. Dwarves alone have the ability to mine it safely. I wondered if they had sought to learn more.
The folks back in Orzammar don't care much about anything but tradition.
That's not true. There are some dwarves who are interested. What's her face? In Origins. We're gonna have to go study at the Circle. Some dwarves in Orzammar care. Mapo Broska cared. Yeah, with hindsight, we could have just, like, done all of this. We're like, obviously we didn't know that, but we're like, when did the Grey Warden diaries? And then we could have done Grey Warden memories, and it was just like, they're all in the same locations, which is kind of hilarious. Grey Warden treaties. They just got this shit lying on the ground now.
I think the Inquisition could benefit from this.
Where's your approval, mate? Wild. Okay, well, there's our Storm Coast memories. Remember when we had to go and get the treaties? Oh, thank you. Remember when we had to go and get the treaties and it was like a whole ordeal to like go and like give them to everybody? We found them in some old abandoned Grey Warden house. And now they're just on... Blackwall has some. They're just on the ground being rained on. Really good stuff. Let's get the... I'm almost tempted to just, like, not get this at all. I guess it's good for this. 25% damage resistance. And it does revive allies in the area. Only an area of effect of 2 meters. They've really nerfed some spells in this game. They've completely removed, like, healing. And then revival is not just like a revive everyone. It's just like, yeah, 2 meters. Social distancing. We'll get it, though, I suppose. There's definitely less on some of the spells that you would, like, expect to be able to use. That's because mages are fucking overpowered. So, I get it. I get it. Chains for days. Oh, now I'm rethinking this whole thing, because are we able to, like, reset skill points? Because if we have a spect two-handed warrior, we can have multiple two-handed warriors, it's fine. And strength. We have multiple two-handed warriors. I don't think Varric really gets the high ground, but we'll just... Shrapnel from explosive shot fills the air. Deadly reactions that do more damage the more enemies are nearby. And knocks back your main target. Let's get that. Get that. Lovely. Alright, well that's all we can do in the Storm Coast for now. So we'll get out of here. And instead, I think the Forbidden Oasis is just to go and check out shards, right? Shall we take a peek? We haven't been. Let's dip our toes in. It's another spot we haven't been to. Just so we can at least see what it looks like.
Come to join us at the Oasis? It's actually quite the sight. It and the temple are further in.
There's no way that the people who made this game looked at this scene of, you know, the scout welcoming you and going, wow, it looks like she has no arms. Like, there's no way that no one said that or even thought that and then went, maybe we should do something about that. But no, they were fine with it. You ever like play a game or you like watch something, you know, you consume content and you go, what were they thinking? Clearly not about the fact that she has no arms.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Honestly, I don't like the feel of the place. No one does.
Why not?
Couldn't say. It's just a feeling.
Obviously you can see like this much of an arm, but it's ridiculous.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Val-Fermin used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps.
And then she disappears. She's a figment of our imagination at this point. You know, we got this mark on our hand, all kind of weird shit happened. We rock up to a camp and we go, report, scout, and that the armless scout rocks up and goes, oh man, I've got this weird feeling about a temple, and then vanishes. And then all of our companions are like looking at Maple-Lass going, she's talking to that invisible scout again. Do we tell her? It's like, nah, just let it go. Varric is just like, nah, just let her go. Just let it happen. She keeps talking to the invisible scout. No one else can see her. Oh my dear lord, sir. Fucking teleported. This is okay. They have a method of transportation. Maybe she is real, but as soon as you stop speaking, poof, off they go. He just came into this camp like a meteor from the sky. That's how the dinosaurs went extinct. What the fuck?
Dispatch for you.
No. Did you see that? What?
Yes, sir.
Oh! Ooh, Tears of the Dead. Look at this. The next 3 hits inflict poison on the target, 44 damage per second for 15 seconds. The poison remains on the weapon for 10 seconds before expiring. Nice. That's a cool little icon. I like that. Okay, we're in a desert. We're in a desert region. This is cool. Can I just fucking... Oh my god, I can. You see that over there? You can go there. Oh my god. It's a desolate wasteland. This is actually pretty cool. We got an ocularum over there. We got a thingy over there. And then there's a Temple of Pride. The entrance to a mysterious temple. The ancient elves called... Ooh. Hang on. The entrance to a mysterious temple, the ancient elves called Solasan? Stands tall, foreboding, and sealed in the middle of the Forbidden Oasis. It seems to have some connection to strange shards scattered across Thedas. Solasan. Solus, are you named after something? The Ancient Elves. You've got an ancient elvish name. That's pretty fucking cool. Okay. Gotcha. What are the... Oh, I see. That's my, Oh yeah, that's hard to see from in the sky, but that's cool. Let's go to this, yeah, let's go to this temple. Let's go to this temple. I'll do the Fade Rifts another day. I'm very curious about this temple now. The ancient elves called it Solasan. Solasan? I don't know. Pronunciation. Amazing. Let's look for the shards. One. Oh, there's 5 this time. Ugh. We are looking. We are looking. One more. There's 15 total though. What sort of enemies are we going to face out here? Oh, what is... Oh, that's a... Okay. Faced off against these before. Elizabeth's Garden. Yeah, we got some landmarks. This music's cool. Another Ocularum up here. I like that it's like, oh, there's probably some shards to do out in the Forbidden Oasis, right? And you're like, I'm pretty sure that's all that's out here. And then you arrive and it's just like, it's cool. There's like so much more. What? Oh. That's cool. Hey, they got deep mushrooms out here. Codex unlocked for the deep mushrooms. Ooh. Oh, right. I should have the codex entry for Bull in here, I think. What creature have I missed? Oh, the Revenant, right. We faced off against Revenants in Fallow Mire last episode, didn't we? That's pretty cool. Whatever this is blocking the cool silhouette, though. An entire unit of men, all slain by one creature. I didn't believe it at first, your perfection, but it appears that this is so. We have a survivor, and while at first I thought his rantings pure exaggeration, it appears to be no simple skeleton. The descriptions of the creature's abilities were eerily similar to those our brothers at Mana's Pale encountered almost an age ago. Men pulled through the air to skewer themselves in the creature's blade, and attacked so quick that it was able to assault multiple opponents at once. No, your perfection. What we have here is indeed a revenant, and nothing less. A revenant is a corpse possessed by a demon of pride or of desire, making it among the most powerful possessed opponents one can face. Many possess spells, but most are armed and armored and prefer the use of their martial talents. They are weak against physical attacks, but regenerate quickly, and commonly use telekinesis to pull opponents into melee range should they try to flee. Revenants also have the ability to strike multiple opponents surrounding them, stay at range if possible, and strike quickly. That is the only way to take such a creature down. Nice. While we're on the subject of Revenant, obviously we've read codex entries about revenants before because they've been in previous Dragon Age games, and some people have kind of expressed it in a more of a humorous way that they say that I haven't noticed, or an annoyed way that I read too much. I'll quickly address that. Not everyone has watched like the Dragon Age 1 or the Dragon Age 2 playthroughs. I know that there's a lot of people who have come through for Dragon Age Inquisition that's captured the attention of many, and I'm not going to go, hey guys, I read this in a previous playthrough, and then skip over it, because I like that feeling of making sure that I'm reading what's actually in this actual game. So I do know that we are going to do a little bit of rereading for some things, but what can you do? And I think it's also really important to be able to reread some entries, because there's so much lore in this game that you forget certain things sometimes, or there's just like minor details that it's really nice to reread with more context. Like a description of an enemy I've read from Dragon Age Origins, for example, and then we've witnessed so much that's taken place in the story. You can read it again and go, oh, wait, see how this connects to this, or how this relates to this. And there's just like a lot more that can be gathered from that. So rereading codex entries is not a problem for me. And also taking my time to read through everything is also not a problem for me. There's a fast forward button if you don't care, but I like to be as thorough as possible, and I really enjoy it. Like, I really like doing the readings and stuff, and I like to produce the content that I would probably enjoy watching, because it would kind of annoy me for people to like skip over stuff and not read it. And like I said, you can just skip over it if you like. I mean, I would prefer you not to, because I feel like we have some really good discussions about lore and stuff when we do read this stuff, but each to their own. I'm not going to force you at gunpoint, but it is enjoyable. I love deep diving into the lore and rereading some stuff. It's fun. Crafting materials, deep mushrooms, refer to the entire group of fungi that grows underground in caves and many parts of the dwarven deep roads. Collection can be a dangerous task, as the deep roads are often infested with darkspawn. Because of this, dwarven merchants often recruit castless hirings for the job and pay them a meager percentage of what they earn selling the mushrooms to surfacers. The most common varieties used in the herbalist trade are the blightcap, ghoul's mushroom, and brimstone mushroom, almost all of which tend to carry the darkspawn's corruption. While they cannot transmit the disease, this trait often makes them quite poisonous. Deep mushrooms should only be handled by experienced herbalists and should never be consumed without first being adequately cleaned and prepared. Careless consumption has been known to cause insanity, severe abdominal cramping, and even death. An excerpt from the Botanical Compendium. Characters. I'm assuming we'll have... There he is. Iron Bull. M, my dear friend. I completely understand the difficulty you face. To have such well-equipped bandits attack your family's caravans so regularly and with such exquisite knowledge of your shipping schedules is indeed highly unfortunate. There is no shame at all in finding your household guards wanting in such trying circumstances. To answer your question, when faced with my own troubles last year, I employed the Bull's chargers. Their leader, the Iron Bull, is a Canary, a great horned giant of a man. He looked like a savage, but spoke like a gentleman. He seems unstoppable in combat, but is far more clever than a simple swordsman. His mercenaries were costly, but they were both strong enough to protect my family's caravans and clever enough to discover how the bandits came into such luck in their attacks upon my family. The bandits have been no trouble at all since, and a baron of our mutual acquaintance effusively assured me that he would be greatly surprised if they ever again caused us difficulty. If you wish to employ the Iron Bull, I can provide you with his contact information, as well as a list of the liquors he enjoys most particularly. Will your husband also be present in these negotiations, or will you be making the acquaintance of the Iron Bull in a more intimate setting? If so, we shall have to talk the next time our men go hunting. Yours in friendship, B. A letter lifted from a hidden drawer in a noblewoman's vanity and copied carefully before being returned. I really like how Dragon Age lore entries will do something like this, right? Like they'll go, it's been lifted and then copied carefully and then returned, instead of just being like, you know, a letter in a noblewoman's vanity. Yeah, it tells you how this information could get out into the wild, you know. It's just such an appreciated layer to add on top of it. It's really cool. So we can use our Dragon Age ability to lift wooden platforms. Amazing. Let's take a look at this Ocularum and some landmarks. Looks like I need to get... You can do it. I believe in you. Just jump a little higher. Yeah, okay. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. That's fine. Maybe I should have stayed up there. Alright, you gotta start up high. And then make your way lower. Miner's Journal. Excerpts from the Journal of an Unknown Miner, dated in the 38th year of the Dragon Age. 3 Draconis. Didot wanted to know what it means, didn't we all? But he frets at it. Keep your head low, work like the rest, and shut it out. That's all he needs. 13, Draconis. He feels it. I know he does. We all see it. Still he pushes. I do not want to talk about it. I do not want to know what it means. Some evil magic best left alone. Is that not answer enough? He thinks it's more. It's in his head and he won't let it go. Nug again for dinner. The day never ends. 4 Cloud Reach. Oh, this is a dating system. This is a dating system? Like day 4 in the month of Cloud Reach? Is that what that is? Didot was on the ledge behind the pool. What was he doing? What does he know if he disturbs it? Nico won't talk to Didot at all. He trades shifts so that we not work together. We should do the same. 24 Cloud Reach. The boss says his boss in Val Fermin will be sending someone to check on operations. Suppose it's just routine. Didot speaks strangely now. Too much time at the door. Nug again for dinner. Wonderful. 1 Blooming Tide. Maker forgive me, but Didot's absence is a weight lifted. Shame about the wife, though. Interesting. Something bad happened here. Influenced by something? I like seeing an expansion upon sort of the dating system there. I don't know if that might have come up before. It probably has. But I like it nonetheless. That's cool. Instead of it just being like, yes, this is our year, but, you know, what are our months referred to? Which is pretty cool. Or is it just like, I don't know. That's cool. Do they repeat months? Do they have to come up with a new name every month? Is it even a month? Who knows? All I know is I'm claiming this. The Weight of War. Sketches of the statue from various angles occupy several pages of the journal. I have seen the pose before. Often it represents the burdens carried by those who die by the sword. Usually the man, or the head of his enemy, bears some identifying mark, but I can find none here. Perhaps there is some message in their uniformity. No one claims to personal glory, only stern acceptance of duty. Given the approach's association with the Wardens, it is a fitting sentiment. Excerpt from the Journal of Henry Duquette, Enver's Mining Company, representative and amateur historian. Given the approach's association with the Wardens, it is a fitting sentiment. It's a big-ass head. And another thing to just tack on to the end of the sort of I read a lot and I like doing it. These episodes for this playthrough are generally pretty damn long. Like, I will do long-ass episodes for a lot of the RPGs I play because there's a lot to take in. So, I mean, imagine if I was doing like 30-minute episodes. I would understand if it was like 30 minutes and I read for 25 of them, but like 2.5-hour episodes on average, like it's pretty decent length to include reading and gameplay and dialogue and all of that fun stuff, you know? Claimed. Look at this. A wooden bridge. Lovely. This is my landmark. A footbridge constructed by the Enver's Mining Company. A few words are carved into a plank, only faintly visible on its weathered wood. Pass the time with another day, all the same, but earn your pay. I can't believe our Inquisitor is like, fuck yes, man, I want this bridge. This is a landmark, and I wish it to be recorded as such. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Wooden bridge. And every other wooden bridge you find. It's all a landmark. Worn Pillars at Ayers Peak. A sketch of the pillars, followed by another drawing imagining the pillars as part of a grand monument with appended notes on the subject. The remains of the structure surely predate the Second Blight, perhaps older. My knowledge of ancient Imperium architecture is limited. There are some similarities, but I'm uncertain of their origin. One of the miners thinks they're elven. Of course, this is based on a few carvings he found that look sort of elfy. The pillars are unlike the ruins one sees in the Dales. Of course, these would be much older than anything found there. Excerpt from the Journal of Henry Duquette. Get Meryl over here. Meryl! We've got ancient elf shit. You like that? No, you only like it if it's through the mirror? Okay. That was a joke, guys. Don't get too mad, Meryl lovers. The Meryl discourse is never ending. Look at this thing. Why can't I investigate whatever the hell this is? This looks fucking weird. We got a crown. Looks kind of... I don't know. Usually, I don't know, this gives me more so like vibes I would see on the walls of Orzammar type deal. This looks more of like a dwarvish type thing than an elvish type thing, but who knows? This could be some elf king or a dwarf king, mayhap. But it would make sense that these would be elven ruins considering the mysterious Temple of Pride that the ancient elves referred to as Solasan, so that's cool. And again, that's another reason why reading the lore is so good, because it allows us to theorize and hypothesize and have so much more context of the world that has been built for us, you know? Otherwise, I'd be running around this game and all the other games going, what does anything mean? What's happening? I like knowing what's going on, don't I? Searching for crystals in the desert.
It just goes everywhere, doesn't it?
Whoa. Is anyone else hearing voices through their magical skull? Just me? Weird. Okay. Magical voices in my magical skull. Searching for crystals in the sand. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Weird. Weird vibes, dude. Look at all these things. Look at all these things. Let's focus on the camp. Whoever decided that when you would go down ladders to automatically slide down them, I would like to give them a kiss on the forehead. A little supple yet affectionate kiss on the forehead. Quick, Inquisitor, mark this wooden platforming as a landmark. It's very important and must be preserved in the history books. In the 41st year of the Dragon Age, Mapolas Llewellyn laid claim to a wooden bridge. Paragon's luster. And that bridge shall forever be known as Wooden Bridge. And we're in a spooky cave. Ah, yes, perfect. Spooky cave, I can't see shit. Landmark. A spiral mine. We are in agreement that the incident that took place last week in the spiral mine was an unfortunate accident. Condolences will be sent to Didot's wife, along with pay owed. Guys, look, see? We read a journal. I know what's happened here. Shame about the wife, though. Amazing. Imagine if I missed out on that really important minor wife lore. Alright, we got some veil fire. It's Olympic torch time. An apostate's message. The markings are crude and simplistic, but their meaning can be understood. They did not ask questions, and so I was away. I keep my head low and work like the rest. The circle will not hunt this far. At first I regretted the choice, but they all feel the dread at the door. I do not stand out. Only a brother or sister would know these words. If you found your way here as I have, then you are not alone. If you would have allies when this contract ends, then find me. For a moment, the pounding of footsteps can be heard, as if someone is running, then it fades. Apostate left this message. There's also lots of reading in this game that isn't associated with like codex entries specifically. There's a lot of situational reading. So I kind of have to read. Otherwise the game will punish me severely. I don't know why I decided to do that. I'm stuck. I don't know if I need this anymore, but kind of can't see shit, so I'm gonna bring it with me. Oh my god, that's absolutely terrifying, you guys. Can you not just teleport down here and be right in front of my face? Holy shit. That was genuinely scary. They're like, yeah, we couldn't be bothered animating them going down the ladder after you. They just teleport. And then they jump scare you in the fucking dark. Oh, not this time. Except, then I go... Wait! Fuck it, I'll eat my hat then, whatever. They can follow you down ladders, guys. I knew that. Sometimes they just teleport as a joke. You guys are the worst. There's so many braziers, but there was only the one rune. Is that because there was like multiple entrances and we like... I don't know. It's kind of weird. We like lit the torch that was like right by the rune. They're like, there's no enemies in the way, there's no way you could possibly drop your torch, but we're going to give you thousands of opportunities to light it, but then when you actually need to hold on to your torch and you can drop it with a bunch of enemies, we will not be doing that. That's fine. I don't need this shit anymore. Get it off of me. This is a beautiful place to put a tent down. Let's set up camp here. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Like, if I could live near an oasis, I would live in the desert. Yeah, I'm not going to get bothered by anyone. Look at this. I go for a fucking swim every day. This is gorgeous. Alright, camp time.
It's for you.
Don't talk to me, requisition officer.
I don't have time.
I don't have time. Yeah, guys, move. Why are you talking? What is this? What is this talking symbol, Solus? Why are you talking? Oh wait, can I talk with you? No, that's not how that works. I can't talk to companions out in the wild, unfortunately. Solus just permanently talking? Is that preventing characters from speaking? If so... Oh, he stopped. I wonder if that's like a... I wonder if that is like the game... like... bugging out? Or not? Whether it's a visual glitch or whether they're actually... supposed to be talking and they're not. That's kind of concerning. Okay. How do I get up there? Kind of looks like I could go around that way. Another time. Let's go to this landmark. We'll push forward to this temple. Oh, yeah. That's how you get across. Ladders. Ladders, baby. When in doubt, ladders. Oh, actually, can I use energize on this? No. I can only use energize on some random walkways, but not on things that would actually be useful. Stratos. Whenever you see a camp, look for books. Okay. Oh, hang on. Solasan. That's nowhere near the fucking temple. There's a region called Solasan. Now how do we get Solus to actually acknowledge it? Be like, bro, you named after this place? I'm assuming this is 2 out of 2 because we probably found the one that like was right there. Ready. Do you know what would be nice, actually? Imagine just if you could just press a button and your companions would talk. Just Talk to me, guys. Anything. Anything you want to say would be awesome. How far out can we go? Will it just say, like... Will it just be an invisible wall? Oh.
We ought to turn back.
I got my answer. How far can we go? Wait, I can still go. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Like walking real slow. It's like, ah. Alright then. It's fine. I got my answer. How far can we go? Not very.
So here we are, Elf. Cleaning up another human mess.
What would the Inquisition do without our stabilizing influence, Master Tethras?
I assume they just start burning things.
That does sound like most humans I know.
Varric and Solus having a lot of banter. Blackwall, meanwhile, on the other hand, is just here. Hey guys, look at all this dialogue between Varric and Solus. And Blackwall's here. I can't wait for him to be brought into the conversation. It's kind of funny. Oh my god, look at this dog. Look at this chunky dog. He's so large on the belly. I want to give him some belly rubs. Look at this fucking thing. What are you called? Oh god. Blackwall, no. Oh, they're just hyenas. How creative. Look at them. Chunky hyenas. I love that they're not like, there's no like fantasy name to them, like Nug or what else we got in here? It's not like a Nug. I mean, we do have just bears as well, but it's not like a Nug or a bogfisher or a dragonling or a Mabari or a Alright, I'm not doing a good case here based on the fact that we've got like ones that are obviously just rams and bears and but like I was like, what? It looks like a wholly original creation. No, it's a hyena. This artwork looks like a hyena, but their models, they look like they're so cute. They're the plump, rotund bellies that you just want to give like a rub to. The common hyena is a remarkable predator, flourishing in the harshest of conditions. Packs working in concert have sometimes taken down prey as formidable as a great bear. It's an incredible sight, but you should keep your distance because one of those beauties took down my Bronto in under a minute. If so predatory, why are they friend-shaped? That is a belly ripe for belly rubbins. Is that a corpse that's butt in the air? It is. What an embarrassing way to go. My man. You really rotted away in the desert with your butt in the air. A note found on a corpse. The note is charged, but a portion remains legible. The torch will scatter them or draw them. I'm fairly certain they'll scatter. Judging by the note found on a corpse, I'm assuming that they were not scattered. I'm assuming the note on a corpse is this corpse. Right? Is this... I guess, considering we're seeing this shit everywhere. Oh! It must be like elven ruins then, but I'm like... It looks like it could also have a dwarven element to it. But fuck it. I mean, we have had elves down in the deep roads in old times as well. Probably some crossover. Is that a real corpse that's been mummified in a jar? Or is that just like... Is that just creative artistry of the times? Goodbye! There's a lot of spiders here. There's a lot of spiders here. Giant spiders. I can't believe it's giant spiders.
Not good!
How many of them are there? Infinite spiders. They're never ending. So many spiders. Alright, break from the spiders, please.
That's it for the spiders.
Thank you. Maple Ass said it better than I ever could. Lovely. Varric, my dear boy. Drink up. Maybe they were talking about the light. The light, like, drawing or scattering the spiders. That makes sense. Maybe if we lit the place up, the spiders wouldn't have bothered us so much. That's right, I could do with the experience. And there's a cell in here, okay. That's a little bit interesting. That accessory reminds me. I've actually got quite a few things. I need to save. I need to get this off. Also, I realized that I needed to get this off because I've misunderstood. Right? I've misunderstood. I thought that this thing increases ability duration by 30%. And I've read this as all of your abilities have a 30% duration increase. However, it is called Enhanced Immolate Ring. It's for the Immolate ability specifically. So a little bit of a misunderstanding there. I just thought the ring was an immolate, an immolate ring. It makes sense both ways, I think. So he has been, Solus has been using my ring forever. Because look, I've got an enhanced flash fire ring, and that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So we're going to take off my ring of guard protection, and we're going to have flash fire and immolate rings on instead. There we go. Cold-based abilities are moderately more powerful at the cost of a moderate amount of health. So I can give this to Solus. Oh, okay, he's already got Belt of the Winter Pact on, so this is perfect. I'll just give you a new one. Very good. So I'm glad that we can get the useless ring off of Solus and actually put it to good use. Let's give him... oops, that was all wrong. Critical damage. Just going to give him critical damage. Twice, because why not? Varric, would you like a ring for guard penetration? I'm sure you would. Twin Fangs is an ability if you have Twin Fangs. So I'm assuming that is a dagger-related ability. So that'll go on Sarah. But Blackwall doesn't even fucking have anything. He doesn't even have anything. I don't really have anything to give him, so that's alright. No hats for you, unfortunately, sir. Canary trained only. I think that was also our subtle giveaway that we would have a Canary companion, is I did pick up a lot of hats quite early on that said Canary trained only. And I wouldn't expect them to just give us useless stuff for just our character that could be a Canary. Damn, that would be really interesting, being a Canary Inquisitor and recruiting Iron Bull and having a Canary romance. But again, you know, replayability. The next time I play this game, I will 100% be a Canary, because that was awesome to find that out. Hello, can I get in here? Paras Cavern key required. I like that it tells us the name of the key we need. Fortunate that I have to go and ooh, a wedding ring. Fortunate I now need to go and get a key probably somewhere else. Why couldn't the gosh darn why couldn't the gosh darn corpse outside have the key on him, huh? It's a shame. We'll have to come back here then. But it's been added to my quest journal. My very small, easy to manage quest journal. I hereby landmark this cube. It's an unofficial Mapo Last landmark right there. Upper ledge. We got some question marks. We need to go over there because there's a landmark over here. I don't know how to actually. It's up here. Oh, where's the landmark? Actually, I think the landmark might be on the ground. Yeah, the landmark's actually on the ground. Okay. I almost just went to try and ascend. Alright, you reckon I can make my way down here? Alright guys, watch this. I'm gonna dive in the water from here. It'll be fine. You guys see a safe way down? Alright. Is this how we find out how deep this water is? Alright. Quick save. Leap of faith! Oh, I survived. I survived. Could you imagine how much cooler that would have been if the water was deep and we had like a great little dive? It would have been so cinematic. Oh my god, I'm gonna get killed by a hippo. Claimed. Intrinsic pool. At the center of it, the scent of water, the soft call of a tusket wading through the pool. You almost forget that outside the oasis there's simply nothing, except from a letter sent to Manon Dulac in Verchiel from her brother Leon. Nice. Took a very nice amount of damage there. Let's shall we rest at the Shall we rest at the camp? Because I am almost dead, for no other reason than that I am almost dead. Oh, so refreshing. My legs are back to normal. My legs are fixed. Alright, the hippos are playing in the lake for mating season. The male is doing its standard mating call to impress the female. However, it doesn't look to be working. The distance between them communicates that he has failed in his mating ritual and will die alone in the Forbidden Oasis.
Is it true that Kirkwall's Knight Commander became a statue.
Absolutely true. She's still there, bringing an extra dose of horror to Gallows tourists.
No one's moved it. I mean, her.
And make it impossible for children to play Who's Brave Enough to Poke Meredith.
They don't actually do that, do they?
No, no one's brave enough to poke Meredith.
I would love that. No one's brave enough to poke Meredith. Just still there. If we aren't able to go back to Kirkwall to see it, I'll be a little bit disappointed. I know that people have probably got Kirkwall fatigue after Dragon Age 2, but I want to see Meredith's statue. God damn it. Show it to me, cowards. Of course, we jump down as the landmarks are up there. Making our way through the mines. Hey. Oops. I don't know what that did, but I just pulled the... Oh, hang on. Wait, what? Oh. Is that to it? Can we... Oh, okay. Can we actually get back this way? Hold on. These are all the bodies who have died trying, by the way. To do what I'm about to do. Yeah. Cool, we can go back. All these bodies died trying to do what I just achieved. Oh, look, they stacked this one up so it would stay. We'll do that with... Oh, shit. We'll do that with Varric. We'll have Varric prop it up. Get the fucking guy. Oh, we've got Solus, which is good. Solus can do his cold spells on the Rage Demon. Get him. Oh, I can do barriers now too. Yes.
One down.
One down.
Search the area.
Oh god. Oops. I've been attacked by giant spikes. Oh my god, we did it. Enhanced Rampage Ring. See, the more rings you get that have increased ability damage by 30% with different names, the more it makes sense that there are like... they're for specific abilities, but because that was the first ring that we got, that Immolate one, it didn't ring any alarm bells in my head that I just equipped it on the wrong character. So that's funny. Let's go this way. Why are there no Grey Warden artifacts out this way, huh? Bottle of Thetis, Golden Scythe, in the 90th year of the Black Age. This battlefield spirit maintains a chill, even in direct sunlight, which it appears to absorb. Optimal serving is by the drop. Contact with exposed flesh is discouraged, but likely inevitable. Well, a little too short for this ride. Can I... Anyone want to vault me up? Can I lift on it? Get on one of your shoulders? They broke the ladder, bastards. That is rude. That's incredibly disrespectful. We'll just keep getting lost in these mines while we're at it then. Nugs everywhere. Oh my god, where are we going? I'm going all the way back to the beginning. At this point. Where the fuck are we? I'm literally going back to the beginning. Oh, this is the closed part of the mine. Okay. Blackwall, sir. May I use you, please? Yes, I need a man's legs.
Cut through here.
Could I have done that on the other side, though, as well? Alright, we've been here before, so now I'm going to just run all the way back. Upper Walkway. Yeah, that's a fucking landmark, alright. Upper Walkways. Landmark. After watching one young lad scale a rock face on a bet, I was comforted to find that not all the miners share his lack of self-preservation, and a railing had been built along the upper walkway. I admit the walk does offer a fine view of the heart of the Oasis, the pool, and... Excerpt from the Journal of Henry Duquette. The next page marks the beginning of a new entry. Duquette was clearly fascinated by the region, yet like all accounts of the area, a clear description of the heart of the Oasis is lacking. Annotation by Enchanter Renault, agent of the Inquisition. So, Duquette was. Past tense. Because it looks like this guy was going, I admit the walker does offer a fine view of the heart of the chaos, the pool, and... and just has, like, taken a bit of a tumble down to the bottom, I think. And then dropped his notepad on the ground here for us to read. That's at least how I am interpreting that situation. Tumbled right where there was no guard railing. Unfortunate. Okay. More crystals. Where are they? 1, 2, 3. Where are you? Blue? Oh man. Oh, hang on. Guys, where is it? Why do I have to? Oh, thank you. I'm like, goddamn. Make me look for so long. Make me look for so long. Well, it really is a shard location, isn't it? Oh, this is it. This is it. So the Solar Sun Temple is not in the Solar Sun region. I don't know why. I didn't put this map together. Ooh, hello. Speak friend and enter. Melon. Unlock with the power of 6 shards. Find shards by using an ocularum. Oh.
Something feels wrong here. It's worse by the door.
I agree. Something's not right.
Why don't you say anything? Why does Blackwall say something? This is elf stuff. You disappoint me. What? Tracing from temple doors. An inscription taken at the temple doors in the Forbidden Oasis, followed by a translation. The writing is shaky and uneven, as though the writer labored to complete the task. Emma Solus Him Vardinan Telgara Solasan Melana en Athim las enaste. Arrogance became our end. Come not to a prideful place. Now let humility grant favor. Is this the translation to this? Ooh, okay, hang on. So I'm just trying to look, because if this is the translation and this is in Elvish, does Solus mean arrogance and Solasan mean prideful? Solus him vardinan. Arrogance became our end. And then Telgara Solasan, which is come not to a prideful place. And these are two descriptions. Is Solus arrogant and Solasan pride? And then either Melina or Enaste could be humility. Melina, humility. Like names and the description that comes with them. Are you arrogant? Is there a bit of arrogance to you? Look at that face. That's an arrogant face if I've ever seen one. So, arrogance and pride. Solus and Solasan. Interesting.
Feeling at the door, it's gone now.
I believe it was a magical ward of sorts. A warning, perhaps, or a test.
Explains why the miners kept away.
Cool. Thank you for talking. That's the you're literally here for that purpose. You're my elf boy. Give me my elf lore. I love the elf lore. So you are here for the lore, please. You just gotta get Solus drunk.
There's an elven artifact nearby.
Gotta get Solus drunk, and then he can deliver unto me the secrets. What? Oh man, there's so many doors, and I bet they all open with more shards. Oh, hang on. I was expecting this to be like, have 8 shards, and the other one be like, have 10 shards, and the other one be like, have 1,000,000 shards. Okay. The spirit calmed. Alright.
Excellent. The wards are functioning again.
Ah, damn it. The cold endured. Oh my god, there's a different quest for each door. Okay, this one needs...
We need more shards.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait.
I've seen a great deal of battle.
We all have?
Not all. Not like you. You live and breathe war. You understand it. It is home to you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I intended no offense. We have both seen terrible things. We have watched death and destruction render that which we love unrecognizable. It is calming to see something familiar in another.
He's got good dialogue with people. I like how he talks about things. Ooh, we got a Veilfire rune here as well. I just realized how this works. The shards act like currency. It's not the amount that you've got, it's the amount you are carrying on you. And we only have 1 shard left on us, I think. That's why it only says 1 out of 6. So I've opened this door just kind of picking one, but I think we could have just opened any door. So I was actually right. Each door is have this many shards, except it looks like all those 3 were 6 each. And then what is this going to have? Another 6? Oh, can't even interact with that one. Okay. Oh, maybe you have to... Alright, you have to do like the 3 down below, and then the one up above opens? Maybe? There's a Veilfire rune here. I don't think... Oh man, where was that Veilfire that we were looking at before? Because now I'm like, shit, we could carry that Veilfire torch this way. Maybe there'll be some Veilfire in here. Let's check out door number 1 that we opened. What was it? Spirit Calmed? Oh my god, spooky. It's spooky in here. Excuse me. Got our spooky, scary skeletons. Check out this atmosphere in here, though. Who's got the mood lighting? Where's that red lighting even coming from? Is it just coming from the coffin? Sarcophagus? Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
Are you all right?
Ooh. Ooh. What?
I feel a bit strange.
The magic was drawn to you, possibly because of your mark. The effects were purely benign.
If it wasn't a trap, what was it?
It may be a reward for those who prove themselves worthy.
How do you know the effects were benign, though? You're like, yeah, you're fine. I just looked at you. Oh, dude. Okay. You know what? I really do like this, though. There is a motivation for you to collect those shards now. From an elven temple lore perspective, you want those shards, baby. Alright. Well, we'll be making frequent trips back to the Forbidden Oasis, but this has been illuminating in a small way, because obviously there's much more for us to do here later. But I think we're learning some cool stuff in terms of what this all can mean. We've got a Temple of Pride, Solar-san, with an arrogant elf in tow. That's quite fun. That's quite fun. So the spirit calmed, an earthy smell emanates from a locked door. Cold endured, an unnatural cold emanates, and the fire captured, an eerie heat emanates. Cool. Well, we'll be back, that's for sure. We're gonna have a run around. Oh, Blackwall. Would you like to bash? Oh, and one of those. Freed our slaves. Pieces found. Oh god, that's like 12 in this area. The mosaic pieces are not marked on the map. I think they're probably marked with, maybe they're marked with search. But that is troubling. I'm not sure what the mosaic pieces will pertain to, what they will connect with. I guess you need to finish a mosaic before you can collect all the pieces before you can understand what it is. However, it'd be cool. I don't know if it has like a direct sort of use or anything cool with it yet. The shards are connected to this temple, which is very exciting. And if it's like ancient elf stuff in nature, that's obviously got my attention, because that's right up my alley. That's right up my alley. I just need Solus to like talk more. Gotta keep that boy talking. I'll just like maybe you just like rub the bald head, and we'll talk. Just be like, hello, I'm rubbing upon your dome, sire. Please exude wisdom. And Blackwall, please continue to kick everything. What would we do without Mr. Kicks? Alright, let's get this landmark up here. And then I think we'll just leave. We're going to leave the Forbidden Oasis. And then, for the sake of everyone's sanity, we will probably go and visit the mages at Redcliffe. Because I think that's about time, don't you? That's about time. Now, hello. Oh, cool. So this is just gonna continue to show up. That's good. I might end up doing some off-screen shard collecting adventures. Maybe. I'm not sure. Or I'll just try and continue to collect them in my travels. But before this temple, I was kind of just passive on the whole thing, and now I am very much set on making sure that we do collect the... What the fuck? Hello? Do collect...
Who are you?
Okay, hold on.
Why are you following me?
Hold on.
I'm just looking for stuff to salvage. Used to work here. I know no one needs it.
I was in the middle of talking. I have a motivation now to find the shards, right? Because now they're connected to something. Before I was like, but now we'll make sure that we definitely pick them up. Blackwall was just about to talk, and then I just got jump scared. I swear you were not here the first time I came through here, unless you're just camouflaged in the environment, because we went right last time we were here. Goodbye.
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this one cave. Used to store stuff there. Damn thing wasn't overrun by spiders then. I put my wedding ring there. Couldn't stand the sight of the thing. But I couldn't throw it away, either. Oh, it was a stupid argument. Part of me knew I'd still want that ring.
I have the ring. I picked up the ring in a random box. That's hilarious. I've retroactively completed your quest.
I believe this is yours.
Nothing here's worth as much as this. It's all I have left. I don't have much, but this opens one of my old caches. Whatever's left is yours. As thanks.
We got the key to the thing. Yeah, by the way, my eyes are here. Like, you could have talked directly to me instead of at the wall, but that's fine. Look me in the eyes. I love completing quests before I'm given quests. Oh, no, wait a minute. We were up here and we went... Oh, no, we went down here, didn't we? So I missed this person both times. All right, I understand where I am now. Cool. We're gonna go over to that place. This one. Yes, we're gonna go over there. I need to find this landmark first. Which I think is related to this. To get up there. Because some dummy broke the ladder. So I can't get up. Wouldn't this be...
You've seen many things in the Fade. How do you know they're true?
I don't. Everything in the Fade is a memory. And memories are all too easily muddied. Just like your history books. They contain truth, but reason and sense are required to extract it.
Is there a reason why we're all spread out, gentlemen? What are you doing that I don't know you're doing? Wouldn't this be the perfect opportunity for that elevate spell to come in handy? Like, we'll elevate, and then we fix the ladder, like we did elevate on that wooden platform? Like, hello? It seems to make sense to do that. Oh yeah, this thing. Oh my god, you guys and your teleporting antics. You guys and your teleporting antics. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I'm back here again. Alright, I'm definitely understanding these mines now. No, we're not understanding these mines at all. I'm gonna see if I can find how to get to this landmark, and then we're gonna check this cavern out. It disappeared right before my very eyes. Climb, damn it. Yes, that's right. Climb, Maple Ass, climb. Use the spring in your step. Fellas. Cheeky with the teleports. Alright. Are we on the right path? Look. We did it. Yeah. Alright. Down we go. Whoop. The Enver's mining camp. There. The actual mining camp itself. The Journal of Paulette Deschamps. Andraste, sweet arse, I'm a fool for betting what I couldn't pay. Now I have to take Nico's shift in the tunnel closest to that door. The lot of them fell silent that night. Nico tried to take it back. He's a good enough lad, but I gave my word. Nico's first night here, he thought to sleep below the ridge at the back of the pool. We didn't notice. He woke the whole camp up with his screaming. He sleeps under the statue outside camp now and shakes when he goes near the pool. I'll let him keep his win. He can owe me a drink when it's done. I love that I determine the accent of what I am reading based on literally the first line of dialogue. That's it. That's how I choose. Andraste, sweet ass! Well, we're at the mining camp, which is seems pretty important. And look, here's how you can retroactively find your way to this landmark. There you go. This way, up this ladder. But that's so much less exciting than me jumping up and climbing across that whole bridge. Okay. I like that now that we know how many shards we need for doors, it's going to update for each one. It's good that it's keeping count for me. I think that we should maybe just continue down the first door that we've opened instead of just opening the first door of each one. So we'll try and get 12 shards, I suppose, to get into the next place. There do be a rift up here. Now this is a landmark. Oh my god, look at me trying to make sure that they climb up the ladder and they're just doing Ring Around a Rosie. Yes. Making sure you all climb up the ladder like you're supposed to instead of teleporting. Nice. Enver's Mining Company. Operations at this site are no longer profitable. Official closure will occur on the 13 Justinian in the 39th year of the Dragon Age. All workers will be fairly compensated for their time. Those interested in further employment may contact our people in Val Fermin. Notice to Oasis site bosses by Marcio Envers, owner-proprietor of Enver's Mining Company. Well, that's what happened. They were like, alright guys, we've got to go. It's not possible, I don't think. There's an invisible wall preventing their untimely demises. He won't fall. That's funny. He will not fall. Is this going to be difficult? We don't even know yet. You never know until I guess you see if they've got red. They don't have red skulls, so I say it's possible. I spoke too soon. We have despair demons. Enhanced rally ring and a wisp essence. Nice. It's definitely worth doing the rifts for the influence at the very least, I suppose. Alright, time to head on over to the Paras Cavern.
I read some of your book. Hard in Hightown, was it? Riveting stuff.
And you only read some?
Well, Found it in a latrine in a village near Cherno. It was missing some pages.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, found it in the dumps, in the toilet, mate. In the old latrine. A bit soggy. Speckles of shit on a couple of pages, but it's right. Gave it me best read. Oh, that's good. Alright, here we go. Big touch, serpentstone, gold, topaz. Okay. Oh, that is not anywhere near as exciting as I thought it would be. I thought it would be cool. It was not. It was not that cool. That's okay. Ow. Alright, guys, it's time to leave. It is time to leave this place. Oh, there's a spider corpse up there to loot, and I can't reach it. Lovely. Alright, that is dipping our toes into the Forbidden Oasis. Pretty cool. We will do the rifts some other time. Oh, how dare you. One landmark missing. That's terrible. Okay. Now to go and see the mages, we go to Redcliffe. And obviously the reason that we are going back to Haven is because... Oh, hang on, it's because I have assumed battle stance. Hold on. The reason why we're going back to Haven is because we have to talk to the Iron Bull that we've just recruited to our team. We got to talk to him with some dialogue. We've got to get to know him, and then we can head off in the direction of the mages. All right, where are you? Cullen, Cassandra. Oh, you're right in front of me. Oh, you are right in front of me. Lovely.
Can I help you with anything?
I'm going to talk to Iron Bull first.
We'll talk later.
And then I will talk to you. Look at those silly little baggy pants. Alright, Kratos, hello.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Well. What's interesting about this is, like, this seems like a check for us at this point, like, in terms of leadership. The game is thinking, who do we see as, like, the leader? And should I lead? I'm just a random elf.
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's gonna be time to make decisions. Someone's gonna have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you seal the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Interesting. Do you think BioWare has like a casting requirement for Freddie Prinze Jr. where they're like, he needs to play like the big beefy companions? James being like absolutely jacked up and Iron Ball being wide. A wide boy in both horn and chest circumference.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Let's talk.
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
How do the re-educators work?
Well, I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily.
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. I always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Talvashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Damn. Referring to people from Tevinter as the Vince. It's pretty cool. He's definitely the Canary with the most amount of sort of slang I've ever heard. He's a bit more like free with speech than I'm used to on how Canary usually talk. Also, our lovely elf said you seem like you'd enjoy a good fight in the most flirtatious tone possible without it being a flirting option.
You'd heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Talvashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
Oh. It's such a weird flirt option. Like the one I was talking about it seems like you'd like to put up a good fight. Seems much more flirty. Yeah, alright. I'll throw it out there. I'll throw this one to the chest, see if it sticks.
I'm glad you're here, Bull.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Nah, it was a long time ago. Thanks, though.
Me too. We got some codex options. That's what I love to see.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
Yeah.
It's your culture, and I'd like to know you better.
You could just ask.
I am.
All right. What do you want to know?
It's like I literally am asking. This is cool, because I want this stuff anyway.
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also helped figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasrath.
That must have been a good day for you.
Yes, it's like being a block of stone with a sculptor working on you. One day, the last of the crap gets knocked off, and you can see your real shape. What you're supposed to be. That's a good day.
How do the Qunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Qunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Qunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Qunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
I've heard there's no marriage among the Qunari.
Yeah, that's true. Qunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Qunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
The way that this man speaks, it's so uncouth. He speaks so differently to other Qunari. It's blowing my mind. It makes him so much easier to talk to, but I keep trying to just talk with him. It's, you know, in the way that I've learned with the Qunari, and then Iron Bull's just flipping it upside down. He's like, oh yeah, babe, we fuck. Like, so it's like, he's got, it's just, he's got a whole different attitude. So now I have to throw out everything I've learned out the window. God damn.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Humans have that too. Interesting.
So, you've never really made love? Connected with someone in both body and soul?
I don't know. One time they used this thing called the Sato Nerapan. It's a leather-wrapped... That wasn't really my soul, though. Also, there were more than 2 people.
No, the theta strap. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Oh, that's good. Oh, it was so worth. That's so worth it. Oh, let me. Oh, that's very funny. Day-to-day life, please. All right, we've got to the sex now. Back to the serious stuff. Oh, that's so good.
How is everyday life different for Qunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Qun. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
This game just like in my head, I get so many like funny images in my mind. Like when I'm flirting with the ball, I'm getting some not so funny images in my mind. But when I'm thinking about a Qunari baker, I just like to imagine him having his little chef hat held in place by his little horns, and he gets up and he's got like the Qunari equivalent of a cat, and the cat is also like kneading into the dough, and he just gets up and he has a whole life, you know? This is... And then we get into the touchy Canary subjects. I believe that in this instance, I can almost feel like I know what his response is gonna be. Because I don't think it makes a difference for the baker, really.
It can't be exactly the same. The Kunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Val Royeaux has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolin wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her 'cause it's stale? Same crap in Val Royeaux. People are just people.
Freedom is an illusion. Are you truly free?
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Kunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages... Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the Qun? Or Vivian doing her political bullshit? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated, drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
I find it hilarious how new companions instantly have such a funny, and accurate understanding of everyone else, and it's great because obviously they have to for dialogue purposes. It's just funny to think that every single character can just take one look at someone and go, "Yeah, I know what you're like." I mean, we do that too, don't we? Sarah and Varric would mouth off and then get re-educated. Vivian's political bullshit.
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind
The
of.
Qun.
The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Canari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
Guys, there was that character from the Mark of the Assassin DLC that was one of those.
What about Kunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
That's cool. The Canary lore deepens to something else there. I like that.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
I'd like to know more about that. All right. Time to open up the codex to the juicy information that we just got. Oh, reading time. Settle in. We're going to learn about some Canary stuff. Ben Hasrath, re-educators. Detainee has already confessed to resisting arrest when Ben Hasrath came for his co-worker. Circumstantial evidence suggests that he was part of group planning to become Tal Vashoth. Co-worker died attempting to escape. Detainee requires evaluation for possible reintroduction into society instead of Quamic treatment. He is being denied sleep and given restricted portions of food and water as noted below. Day 1. Detainee restrained, given water but no food. Detainee requested to use latrine, was told cleanliness part of the Qun, and he had decided to attack the Qun. Detainee asked why he murdered Ben Hasrath, responded that he had only defended himself. Detainee eventually urinated on floor. Detainee, given light food and water, told he could use latrine if he could demonstrate ability to follow the Qun. Detainee asked why he murdered Ben Hasrath, answered that he fought them to protect co-worker, did not murder them. Detainee told that lying is unacceptable under the Qun. Detainee was observed re-educators eating and drinking and engaging in conversation about daily activities while detainee stood. Detainee refused food and water, was taken outside and shown Kalaba rooting through garbage for food. Detainee told him he is similar to Kalaba, as neither he nor it follows the Qun, as also told Kalaba is better than Detainee, as Kalaba is too stupid to follow the Qun, while Detainee could follow it but made conscious choice to refuse. Detainee asked why he murdered Ben Hasrath. Detainee answered that he was angry and trying to protect his friend. We are getting closer to the truth here. Detainee shown drawings of dead Tamasrans and children, told these were drawings of people in Saharon killed by Tal Vashoth. Detainee told all Tal Vashoth do this, and if detainee wishes to be Tal Vashoth, he must go to Education Center and kill Tamasrans now. Detainee became visibly upset. Detainee asked why he murdered Ben Hasrath, answered that he was wrong and lied to by his co-worker. Detainee continues to show remorse, is visibly happy when reminded that Kuhn offers place for all people. Detainee washed, given new clothes and food, allowed to sleep. Upon waking, detainee asked whether he would prefer to be Tal Vashoth or Canary. Detainee answered that he will remain Canary. Detainee released to road crew for simple labor and will be watched by observers on team. Interesting. So, shown drawings of dead Tamasrans and children, and there were the people in Saharon killed by Tal Vashoth. All Tal Vashoth do this. Notes in the margins, erasing a few words in the pages of your memory. And you're back in the Canary. Interesting. Canary Tamasrans. Under the Kuhn, said that... Oh. Nanny Goodwin lay on the hard stones of the Kirkwall docks until the sailors left with her purse. As she struggled to her feet, a large grey hand reached down to help her. It was one of the Canary, the great horned giants who had come to live in the city. I thank you, said Nanny Goodwin hesitantly, looking for her satchel. I did not know the docks were so dangerous, or I would have asked one of Lord... Lord G's guards to accompany me as I bought healing herbs for the children. You are a Tamasran, said the Canary. Under the Kuhn, no sailor would accost you. Why are you here? I am but Lord G's nanny, Nanny Goodwin said, and Lord G did not believe me when I told him that the children needed healing herbs, so I was forced to buy them myself. Under the Kuhn, said the Canary, Tamasrans are trusted and listened to when caring for the children, and any healing herbs they needed would be provided. Why did Lord G not attend your words? He is a noble, Nanny Goodwin said, and I am merely a servant who cares for his children. She shifted her shawl to hide the bruises the sailors had given her, as well as the bruises Lord G himself had left. Under the Kuhn, said the Canary, all are equal, and no Tamasran thinks herself a mere anything. Nanny Goodwin bid the Canary good day and returned to Hightown with much to think about. An excerpt from The Lies of the Nobles, The Truth of the Kuhn. And that's how you go, hey, want to come and be part of the Kuhn? It's cool. We have cookies. And everyone's equal. Ben Hasrath. Suggesting that all Ben Hasrath are spies is like assuming that all craftsmen are carpenters. The Ben Hasrath form a significant portion of the Canary priesthood, tending to a variety of tasks within Canary society. In Canary cities, Ben Hasrath serve as something akin to a town guard, investigating anything that disrupts the orderly function of the city. Ben Hasrath re-educators treat criminals and rebels against the Kuhn, determining whether they must destroy the subject's mind using a poison known as... that's what they were referring to. The Kamek is a poison. Those they can rehabilitate through treatment and education are later transferred to simple work details. In contested or war-ridden areas, Ben Hasrath coordinate with the Canary military to track the dreaded Tal Vashoth rebels, a function similar to bounty hunting. Outside Canary borders, Ben Hasrath agents primarily observe and report. While this may seem underhanded, it is no more than most nations do with their own spies, and the Canary are, perhaps rightly, in retrospect, extremely concerned with the danger our culture's comparatively liberated mages pose. Our assumption that all Ben Hasrath are malicious spies bent on bringing Orlais into the Kuhn has no basis. In fact, it is simple prejudice against a race whose appearance unsettles us, compounded by a guilty conscience at seeing how many peasants, especially elves, prefer life under the Kuhn to life under our Empress. The Canary are a society of people with different culture and different values, but people nevertheless as complex and nuanced as Orlais. The Lion and the Bull, racial bias and oversimplification of Canary societal roles in the Orlesian court, published by the University of Orlais. That's the thing. What's really interesting about the Qunari and the Qun is we're only able to really go off what we've seen, and what we've seen for the most part is the military. And then we only hear about the rest, and we don't have that exact exposure or full understanding of the Qunari. And I'd love to see it firsthand in the game. Like, that would be really, really cool to get more information on that, because we only have parts of the picture but come to full conclusions on them as a result. It's kind of interesting. Places. Saharon. The goal is fear. The Qunari in Saharon's markets must fear that everyone who serves their food is a rebel looking for a chance to slip poison onto a Qunari's plate. The rebels must fear that every farmer they pass in the fields is a Ben Hasrath spy ready to bring soldiers running. And the commoners, the peasants, they must fear everyone. They see rebels light fires that kill Qunari and commoner alike. They see Ben Hasrath arrest commoners who all know are innocent. When these events do not occur naturally, it is our duty to catalyze the process. Only when the commoners of Saharon fear the rebels and hate the Qunari will the Imperium be seen as the preferable option. The actions we take here may seem cruel, but to succeed we must agitate until all of Saharon hates both the rebels and the Qunari for their actions. Only when the people are broken can we save them. Only when they fear all others will they accept the aid of the Imperium. Any good soldier would kill 10 men to save 20. We must bring terror to Saharon so that we might one day bring peace. An excerpt from a training manual given to Tevinter operatives joining the Sakari, whose existence has been officially denied. The Tevinter Black Ops Squad. God damn. There you go. That's pretty cool. And in some pretty classic, Dragon Age fashion, a lot of reading and a lot of dialogue has taken us to the end of today's episode. I know that we said that we're going to be approaching the mages, and we'll do that right at the beginning of next episode, I promise. So we're going to go and talk with the mages next time. I just know that considering it's a main quest, it needs a little bit more than the time that we have today to give our full attention to. But we've gotten to talk to the Iron Bull. Actually, we'll talk to Krem a little bit. Hold your horses. We'll talk to Krem a little bit because I forgot that he's also standing right here. Hello? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can't talk to Krem. Oh, this is a problem. Hang on. Let's try something. This is an issue. Can I... Ooh, no. It's not worked out how I've intended it at all. Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back, and then we'll see if we can talk to Krem.
What can I do for you?
Okay, thank you. Reloading the game works wonders.
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The Chief. Last time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Qunari, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Qunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
Oh, damn.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. He keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The Chargers might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's Chargers don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
Okay, Okay, Krem's got something broken about the dialogue here. Is you can talk to Krem, and then when you go to talk to Krem again, it doesn't work, so you have to keep, maybe leaving and coming back. Or, reloading the save when the game saves, and then I can talk to Krem again. Creme de la creme?
What can I do for you?
This is how we talk to Krem.
Can we talk about the Bull's Chargers?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Do the Chargers specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the Chief goes wherever he can hit something.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The Chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
We'll talk later.
We'll talk later. Does Iron Bull have anything to say about Krem?
Can I help you?
You can say why the name Iron Bull.
So, how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the Qun. Just, I don't know, job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Amazing. Ram! Why must you be this way? Quick save and then resave. Reload.
What can I do for you?
Is it really going to just say, okay, well I've saved, but that's still there.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
And then...
Can we talk about the Bull's Chargers?
Yes.
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Oh, maybe you'll just keep telling me different jobs.
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
Had one noble whose rival had been told by a fortune teller that her death would come on feathered wings. The noble sent us after the rival. Not assassination, legal and everything, but we had to wear feathers. We sewed them into shirts over our armor. Should have seen the chief, all feathered up like the cock of the walk. Ended up retreating after all that. The rival choked to death a year later on a chicken bone.
Hey, that's great.
We'll talk later.
So Krem can give us some job stories. That's cool. I wonder if Jennifer Hale voicing Krem is a Mulan situation, or whether it's a gender fluid or a trans situation, or just a simple female character, a female voice actress voicing a male character that happens all the time. So I don't really know. Krem is quite masculine presenting, but could be anything and anything at this point. I don't really know, so I don't really... We've assumed male, but like I said, it could be a Mulan situation, and Jennifer Hale voicing the character could be a hint at that, or it could just be anything. I don't even know, but it is quite interesting to actually think about now that I've recognized Jennifer Hale's voice in dialogue with Freddy's voice as the Iron Ball, because then that like made me go, wait a second, because when Krem first spoke to us, it did not even register with me, which is kind of hilarious. But there you go. That's our dialogue between Krem and the Iron Ball. I'm definitely curious to figure out more with these two, as well as the rest of everything else. But we will be getting into the mages next episode. So thank you so much for joining me today. I've had a tremendous amount of fun going through the Forbidden Oasis and digging into lore and just having a great time, and I hope you have too. I will see you next time for Main Quest Progress. I'm very excited to check it out. See you then.